Yo, what's up everybody? We just took a 2-hour ferry ride over to here, Buyukada.
Büyükada is the largest of the 9 islands that make up the Princess Islands here in Istanbul.
Yeah, it sits in the Marmara Sea and it was quite a long ferry ride for this little motion sickness one here.
I took my sea leg pills though, so I think it was okay for most of it. It was pretty smooth though. But the cool thing that we didn't expect on the ferry was that there were musicians on board and they were just playing live Turkish music, which was really cool.
It was really cool, but you know what? We are feeling pretty hungry after that long ride, so it's time to get something to eat.
And then let's go check out the rest of the island.
Yes. Since Yen and I are on an island, we decided we got to go to a place with some seafood. We are here at Buyukada and gonna hear the bread, some shrimps, as well as an eggplant dip. So I'm gonna make myself a little tasty half sandwich. And that looks like a good bite. Oh.
How is it?
I didn't expect that, but there's a little bit of a barbecue smoky flavor coming from the shrimps. I think, possibly, the smoky flavor is actually coming from the eggplant. So let me grab the eggplant by itself. It has a nice texture to it. Nope, smoky flavor is definitely coming from the shrimp, not the eggplant. That's tasty. We've also got some of this spicy tomato dip to go with the bread, but what I really want to try is one of these horse mackerels. They're the whole fish. Gonna lemon that little sucker up. Oh man, that looks delicious. Oh, that is so creamy. The flesh is insanely creamy. It's so buttery and soft, but on the outside has a nice coating of crispness. Slightly fishy, but I think that adds to the taste of this. Yum.
There are a ton of bikes for rent just all around, so wherever you're walking it's quite easy to spot one. We found this place and it is 120 Turkish lira for the both of us renting a bike for the day. But because we didn't have any ID, they asked for a 200 Turkish lira deposit, which we'll get back once we return it. I got myself a little purple floral basket one, as you can see.
Peter reporting with a very girly bike as well, but I need the space. I need to be able to put all this camera gear somewhere. And we are off and away. Gonna go check out the island. How you going, bud?
I think I'm going okay. Yeah, you look lovely with your little floral bike too. The guy actually said ladies bike.
Yes, it is a lady's bike. It's okay. I'll make do. One of the really popular things to do on the island is to grab your bike and then go mansion hunting. We've already seen some really impressive wooden ones, but right behind me is a really nice brick one and it's got like even its own tower, so that's really cool.
Pretty unique looking.
Yeah. Now the reason why we're getting around by bike today is that there are hardly any cars on this island. Most of the people are getting around either via these like electric carts or via these electric bikes. I think that might be one of them right now. And so we've gone with the bicycle option and yeah, good way to see the island. Pit stop, pit stop, pit stop.
Yeah, we had to pull over for a little bit of a break because I was getting pretty tired trying to get up that hill. I don't even know what the incline is, but was definitely feeling it in the legs. And I was getting pretty jealous of seeing all the little like electric buggies going by us.
We're working for that view today.
I don't know how you actually hire those, but that would be useful. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You okay?
Yes. But yeah, that would be pretty useful. So if anyone knows how you actually hire those, please let us know in the comments.
Katkı maddesi yok.
When you get to the signboard and restaurant, the Luna Park restaurant, then there's this little alleyway that you can turn off to and you can park your bike. The reason you need a park is there's very steep hill right ahead of us over here that takes you over to the church and the lookout, and so we're going to be doing that, and you do not want to be riding a bicycle up there. That will kill your thighs for sure. So yeah, 3 lira here to park up, and we're about to do the grueling walk now.
According to that sign, 750 meters more to go. I don't know how long that's going to take us to walk. It is quite a steep incline. But we did pass these guys on horses before, so that's another way to travel maybe.
I think they were police officers,
Oh,
but
really?
yeah.
Well, they were very nice. They stopped for a little video for us.
There's an enterprising guy at the start of the walk who's charging 115 lira for 2 people to come up the hill.
Maybe we should have taken that, but no, I don't know, we're suckers for punishment or something. We are walking up this hill, and yes, Peter is doing it in his jandals.
Look at that!
The church that we're about to see is called the Church of Yorgi, or also known as the Church of St. George. And this path is often known as the Path of Torment. Which
Fitting
I think
name.
is, yeah, a pretty fitting name. And there's a tradition apparently where people will walk barefoot in complete silence and have a rope going up it. And I think it's to get their wishes to come true. Legend has it was that there was a shepherd who once had a dream of Yorgi, or St. George, who told him to climb up the steep hill, and when he hears a bell, to start digging. And so after a couple of days, when he kept having this repeated dream, he decided to actually act on it. He went up the hill, and then sure enough, started hearing bells, and as soon as he heard them, dug into the ground, and he found sacred objects that were buried there during St. George's time by the priests who were trying to protect it when the city was under siege. All those, centuries ago. So seems like a pretty cool legend, and we are just about to see the church, plus get that epic view, I'm sure. Already looks pretty sweet from here.
Making our way up to the top point here, there are some pretty sweet views looking back over at the Istanbul city right around there, and there's also some islands scattered around in the sea which are really nice to look at too.
They're the other Princess Islands, you reckon?
No, they're small. Well, maybe they are. I'm not sure actually. I just had a quick walk through the church. It's quite a small one, and there's also a cafe up here which we stopped off and grabbed some lemonades from just to refresh ourselves up after that long hike up here.
Definitely needed it.
Yeah, there's a wooden orphanage that I think we saw like right down there, which we want to go check out as well. So that's going to be the next up on the agenda. Behind me is the Greek orphanage, which was in commission during 1903 to 1964. So as you can see, it's in need of a little bit of tender loving care.
Fallen into a bit of disrepair.
The roof is caved in some parts, and even in other parts you can see a bunch of holes everywhere. You're not actually allowed to go inside, which is good because I imagine it's a bit of a hazard for both us and for the building as well. I even spotted some guard dogs patrolling the area.
They looked like they were kind of napping too, some of them.
They did. When you actually come up here and behind me, you're not really going to be able to get a sense of how gigantic the building was, but we've just passed by the side as well, and it is absolutely huge. When we're on top of the hill over there and looking back down over at it, then you can really get a sense of how gigantic the building is, which is in fact the largest wooden building in all of Europe. It has been a long day of bicycling, and I think it's pretty tiring, like going through all this hilly stuff, eh bud? What do you reckon?
Yeah, I mean at some points I just had to hop off our bike and start walking it up because I just had no more energy left. Thank goodness we didn't need to walk it up to that church either, because yeah, I don't think I could have done that at all.
Just returned our bikes, and I think we're gonna head over for some ice cream. What do you reckon, bud?
Yeah, there's apparently some really nice ice cream to have around here, so we're gonna go try find it. But yes, returned our bikes, got our deposit back, and to make up for all those uphill moments, there's a lot of fun downhills as you're coming back too. So that was pretty good. Should we go find that ice cream?
Let's do it.
This was a place that we saw our YouTube creator friends Food and Footprints eat at when they were in Buyukada, and look, mine has like a little hat the guy stuck it on. So I got the pistachio ice cream and cookies and cream, double scoop. Looks pretty impressive with that cone and all those, are they peanuts? I'm not quite sure. Good and cold. Lots of hits of those chocolates, which is good, but the pistachio is what I really want to try. Quite subtle, but nice and refreshing. I think we are going to call that a day here, guys.
Yeah, we've had a lot of fun exploring this island and checking out all the interesting things that make this Büyükada special.
Yeah, it's definitely got a chilled out vibe as you're walking just along the water around here. But there's also tons of cafes, restaurants and shops and that sort of thing. But yes, maybe look into how you get one of those electric vehicles if you're not into too much exercise. But it's not a huge island because we were able to cover quite a significant amount of it just on our bikes. I think
Yeah, absolutely.
almost all of it or half
Almost
of it?
all of it, yeah. So
Yeah.
there's just like a foresty area down below at the bottom of the island that we didn't get to go to. But yeah, once you get to the church and come back, that's quite the majority of the island.
We hope you enjoyed following along with us today, and if you did, please remember to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave us a comment. Love hearing from you all. We will catch you
On the next adventure!
wherever that is.
See you, everybody.
See ya.